Today I'm going to discuss nursing in a wrap. There's two ways I like to do it. I'm going to go over both of them, but there's a couple things. First, the major thing that has really helped me as far as nursing in a wrap is to not wear like nursing bras, the ones that kind of snap down and then like the whole thing flaps off. I actually use a regular padded sports bra, so when I lift my breast out of the bra, the bra actually helps support it in the position. Sorry, we're wiggly. Also, it is very important to note that you don't want to try to do hands-free nursing until you have a good nursing relationship with your child. Make sure they have a good latch. You don't want to try to nurse them hands-free until you can do it with the support of your hands. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm actually going to start with the size 6. It's going to be a front cross carry. This is Alton. He has been doing this a while. He's 15 months. I'm sit him down. You want to go ahead and find the middle of the wrap. Like I said, this is a size 6. And what I like to do is if you take the middle of the mat wrap and go ahead and scrunch it up. I'm going to put it on my neck and pull my hands through. I like to do it this way just because it's less likely to get tangled. So you want that middle to be right on the middle of your back. So I'm going to take this side, make sure it stays nice and straight, and put it up over my opposite shoulder. Okay. And do the same thing with this side. Put it up over my shoulder. And then right now they're both across my back. So what I'm going to do is just switch them out so that it forms across my back, and then bring it around front. And then at this point I'm just going to tie it really loosely. So now, if you'll notice, I have cross on my front. If I take this, I want to go ahead and bring all the slack to the front, and then also I'm going to have the cross on my back. So at this point, go ahead and pick up the baby. And you want to start with the side that has the cross underneath. So I'm going to put him up on the opposite shoulder and go ahead and stick his leg through. And then change shoulders and stick his leg through the other one. And so we're going to start again with the one that goes underneath. I'm going to go ahead and get him kind of down in a seated position. I'm just going to pull this up over his butt. I'm going to make sure that this rail stays all the way to this knee, and you want to go ahead and get this one all the way to this knee. Go ahead and move this so you can see. And get this all the way over here, and then spread it up over his back as well. And then we're going to do the same thing for this side. Turn on my phone. I'm going to spread it over his butt. Get it all the way to this knee. Make sure this side gets all the way to this knee. And then pull it up over his back. And you'll notice now, just because I simply did it, that these outside passes are really loose. So what we're going to do, and when you're learning, it's really helpful to have a wrap like this that has contrasting colors. So what I'm going to do is, so this side is actually going to be over here on this. So I'm going to find the rail. And just go ahead and snug that up. And I want to go ahead and do the top rail as well, just a little bit to make sure he's in there good. And then I'm going to do the same side, so, or the other side. So I'm going to see this rail and this. It's going to control this over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug that up. And this would be just a normal front cross carry. You tie it under his butt, and this is, you can spread the shoulders out or whatever. This would be how you would normally wear him. You'll notice he's nice and high, and I can kiss him. That's the big thing. You want to be able to we have nice conversations. But at this point, like if you're in a store or whatever and he decides that he wants to nurse, all you have to do is untie this. You want to take it out from underneath his legs, and you don't want to hold it up back too much, but towards the front, and kind of let some of the slack out. You want to not lose all the tightening you just did, so you want to hold it in one lump and just kind of bounce him down until he's at about the net level you want to nurse. If you'll notice, I lost some of the slack up here in the front, or at the top, so I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that back up again on both sides. And then we want to put this back under his legs. And then go ahead and just tie it under his butt. And then at this point, all I have to do is take the phone away from me. And I would just go ahead and take my breast out and latch him on. And at this point, like I said, my bra is actually holding up my breast so that it keeps it at the same level instead of flopping down. And then it's pretty discreet. You can also, like if you want to, you can go ahead and bring this up and kind of hold it over his head if you want more coverage. You just want to make sure that if you do that, you don't want to tighten it over his head. You just want it to be loose, because you don't want his head to be pressed in. You want him to have the ability to come in on and off if he wants to. And then when he's done nursing, you just go ahead and put it back and untie again. You weren't even. And just bounce him back up to the normal height. And the second carry I like to use is actually going to be a Robin's hip carry. This is a size 4. You can do this in a size 3. Most people can do this in a size 3, but I like to have the extra tail. So I usually do it in my size 4. So you want to go ahead and find the middle of your wrap. And we're actually going to go ahead and fold it in half. And we want to go ahead and put that up over my shoulder, hopefully not on the baby's face. And you want like the rails to be towards your neck. And since this is the middle, we want to go ahead and scoot it back just a little bit, so that you want the middle to fall, and I don't have a middle marker for visual, but you want the middle to be like right about here. So right about at your baby's knee level. So I'm going to go ahead at this point, take this, bring this around onto him. And we're going to go ahead and open it up. And then what I like to do is I actually like to take my hand and bring it the bottom in between us and put his arms in. And that bottom, that'll help him keep a really good seat. And then the trick that I find to this carry is usually I'm doing this like on the car. Is I like to put my leg up and that way it kind of feels like I have an extra hand helping me. If you're in a grocery store, I do this on like the grocery cart. Whatever works. Go ahead, you want to get all the slack that you can out of this. And I like to go ahead and gather it up right here. And then you want to do the same thing here. We're going to go ahead and pull this nice and tight and bring it around. And the part that's over him right now, you want to go ahead and bring it under the part that's going on your shoulder. And then you're going to twist them. So bring this back where it came from. Just go ahead and hold it there for now. And then the part that came from over your shoulder, you're going to put it back over your shoulder. Reach around your back. And go ahead and bring it over here. And then all you have to do is you want to make sure that they're at feeding level. And then go ahead and just tie under his butt. And for this carry, I do like to do a double knot, just because I feel it's a little more secure. And then at this point, if you'll notice, you do want to go ahead, because there's a lot of fabric up on the shoulder, there's 2 passes. So you want to make sure that this is comfy for you. So go ahead and spread it out. I like to bring this down over my shoulder, just because it spreads the fabric out with less pressure points. If you'll notice, this is a lot less discreet than the other carry that I showed you a minute ago. So if I do, I'm going to turn around just because I don't know what the rules on this are. Turn around and bring it out. Latch them on. And like I said, you'll notice that this is a lot more discreet. You can tell what I'm doing. But for me, a hip carry is a lot more comfortable than a front carry. And he likes to lean his head on me anyway. So with this one, there's no adjusting. You don't have to put him down and bring him back up. He's pretty much stays at this level. And so that's it. This is a nursing a toddler and a Robin's hip carry. And he's going to sleep.